Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here in this video, today we are going to study about the first chapter of class 5th subject English. Okay, so before starting the chapter, first of all we are going to discuss about the name of the chapter, about the title. Okay, so unit 1, boundless nature. Okay, boundless means what? So boundless means here unlimited and immense. Okay, and nature means whatever the things which are already existed on this earth, it is called natural things, and those things which made by God, it is called natural things. Okay, so God has made so many things. For example, sun, air, water. Okay, so those things we are count in natural things, and those things are in which form on this earth? Those things are in boundless form, in immense form, in unlimited form on this earth. That is why it is called natural things. So here in this chapter we are going to study about those three natural things. Okay, so let's start activity 1, pre-task. Nature is boundless in its rich resources. So as we have discussed earlier, the nature is boundless. Boundless means immense, and the resources which we are get from the nature, it is in which form? Boundless form. Okay, and man uses these resources to create wonders, and those resources used by us. For example, sun gives us light, so we get light from the sun. So here in these three pictures we are going to study about three resources which are used by man, and after using these resources we create wonders. Okay, so let's identify these three pictures. So here first picture is about sun energy, second picture is about wind energy, and third picture is about water energy. Okay, clear student? Let's discuss about the sun energy. So as you know that sun is a major source of energy. Okay, and energy from the sun is called solar energy. So whatever the energy we are getting from the sun, it is called solar energy, and one of the most important source of this energy is we get light from the sun. And one more thing, it is an important source of renewable energy. So we can renew the energy from this source, means we can renew the energy from the sun also. Okay, and here three more ways we can use this solar energies. Let's discuss. First, to generate electricity we can also use the sun energy. Okay, and if we generate electricity from the sun, then we can light up our homes and streets. Okay, second one is, if we want to heat the water at our home, so we can also use solar energy. Means right now हमारे घर में आप लोग देख सकते हो हम सोलर पैनल लगाते हैं छत पे. फॉर व्हाट यूजिंग? किसके लिए? टू हीट द वाटर डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द सन रेज. ओके, नेक्स्ट थर्ड नंबर में अगर हम बात करें तो थर्ड नंबर का यूजेस क्या है सन का? फॉर कुकिंग. सो वी कैन ऑल्सो यूज सन एनर्जी फॉर कुकिंग ऑल्सो बाय द यूजिंग ऑफ solar cookers. Okay, the solar cookers are used for cooking. So I hope you understood this about sun energy. Next one is wind energy. Wind is also very important source of renewable energy. There are large wind farms which have many windmills to generate wind energy. Okay, so windmills means pavan chakki. So whatever the large wind farms are available on this earth, in that wind farms we can see that so many windmills are there. For what? To generate wind energy. Okay, so with the use of wind we can also generate the wind energy, and it is also a source of renewable energy. Okay, one more thing we can use from the wind energy is we use wind energy to generate electricity also. If we want to generate electricity, then we can also use wind energy. Okay, so wind energy also is an important source of energy, just like sun energy. Okay, now third picture is also about the energy, and which energy is that? Water energy. Okay, so water energy is also an important source of renewable energy. Large dams, as you have seen that large, why we are building the dams? Because to store water, and whatever the water we have stored in the dams, that water we are using for drinking and irrigation also, and also for generating electricity. Okay, so three uses are there for dams. First one is whatever the water we have stored in large dams, we can use that water for drinking, for irrigation, and for generating electricity. Okay, so here we have completed activity 1. Now let's start activity 2. Read the following passage carefully. The story of an orange. Here in this paragraph, students, here is one story has given for you, and the story is about orange. Orange means you know. Okay, so let's start the chapter. Nobody knows exactly from where the orange came, though Southeast Asia is thought to be its first home, but today it is grown in most of the warmer parts of the world. Okay, so nobody knows where did the orange come. Okay, nobody knows where did the orange come, but some people believe that, some people of Southeast Asia thought that the first home of the orange is Southeast Asia. Okay, but now today orange is grown in most of the warmer parts of the world. Whatever the warmer means here hot, whatever the hot regions are there in this world, in that part, in that region, which fruit is grown? Orange. Okay, next paragraph. The Greeks and Romans knew about the orange. It is possible that the orange was carried from India to Western Asia and then to Europe. Now, who knows about the orange? Greeks and Romans. Here, those who are living in Greece, it is called Greek people. Those who are living in Romans, it is called Rome people. Just like we can call ourselves Indians. Why? Because we live in India. Okay, that is why Greeks and Romans knew about the orange. those peoples are already knew about the orange, and it is possible that means मानते थे that the orange was carried from India. So first orange was carried from India, means India से कहाँ लेके गए उनको? To Western Asia, after that and then to Europe. So it is possible, मानते हैं लोग, पॉसिबल क्या किया गया था कि फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑरेंज वॉज कैरिड फ्रॉम इंडिया टू वेस्टर्न एशिया एंड आफ्टर दैट वेस्टर्न एशिया टू यूरोप. ओके, एंड नाउ टुडे रिसेंटली इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रेजेंट टाइम, देन orange is the most important fresh fruit in international trade. Trade means business and international means of many countries. So today in present time, orange is the most important fresh fruit. Whatever the fresh fruits are there, out of that fresh fruit, which one is the most important fruit, students? Orange. Okay, where कहाँ पे? In international trade. Trade means business. Okay, next, the three chief kinds of oranges are the sweet or common orange, the mandarin orange, and the sour or bitter orange. Of these, sweet orange is the most important. Now here three types are there for oranges. First one is sweet or common oranges that we are already eating at our home. It is called sweet or common oranges. Second one is mandarin orange. Mandarin orange belonged to China. So in China, most of the production of this mandarin orange is in China. And the sour or bitter is the third type of the oranges. Sour means khatta and bitter means kadwa. Okay, and out of these three types, which one is the most important type? Sweet orange. Okay, let's see in the picture. Here you can see upper part there are types of sweet oranges, and in the lower part there are types of the bitter oranges. You can see lots of types of sweet oranges. First picture you can see that common oranges, second mandarin orange. You can see the difference of both the orange. Okay, so that you can easily understand common orange and mandarin orange. Okay, clear? So there are three types. Out of three, which one is the most important orange? Common orange. Okay, which you are already seeing in the picture. Okay students, I hope you understood the three types of oranges, the three chief kinds of oranges, and which one is the most important? Orange, sweet orange. Okay, let's ahead. It is after 3 years that the tree bears fruits. So orange को ट्रीज पे आते आते कितने साल लगते हैं स्टूडेंट्स? 3 साल लग जाते हैं. सो आफ्टर 3 years tree bears fruits. Okay, now next, an interesting kind of sweet orange is called the blood orange. One more type is there, and that is sweet orange. And sweet orange is also called the blood orange. Why? Because its pulp is deep red in color and it is grown in the Mediterranean region. Okay, so why it is called blood orange? Because the pulp of the blood orange, it is in deep red color. Let's see in the picture. Here you can see fifth number. You can see the picture of blood orange. See the pulp of the blood orange. It is in which color? Deep red color, just like our blood. That is why it is called blood orange. Okay, so blood orange, this orange has two names, sweet orange as well as blood orange. Okay, and this orange is grown in the Mediterranean regions. Okay, Mediterranean is a sea. Mediterranean is the name of the sea which is connected to the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, so this orange, this sweet orange, this blood orange grown in the which region? Mediterranean region. And Mediterranean means it's connected to the Atlantic Ocean, and around it in the north side southern Europe is situated, and in the south side North Africa is situated. Okay, it's for your kind information. Next, the temple orange is an orange with a thin loose skin. Now another type is there, temple orange, and the skin of this orange is loose and thin. Thin means patli. Okay, next, it is a mixture of the mandarin and the sweet orange. Now here, mixture of the mandarin and the sweet orange. So temple orange is the mixture of mandarin and the sweet orange. So here, whatever the taste of that orange, which orange? Temple orange, which has thin loose skin. So the taste of that orange is the mixture of the mandarin and the sweet orange. Next, the Soa orange is grown almost everywhere, especially in Spain. So now here, third type of the orange is sour or bitter oranges, and that orange is grown almost everywhere, but especially where it is grown, especially it is grown in Spain. Okay, and the chief use of this orange is to make marmalade, since it is too bitter to be eaten as a fruit. And the main use, the chief major use of this orange, which orange? Sour orange, is to make marmalade. So we can make marmalade from the which orange? From the sour orange. And marmalade means what? Here you can see in the keywords, marmalade means a food item with oranges or lemons, in bracket jam. Okay, so with the use of lemons we can make marmalade, and marmalade means jam. And jam, you already know what is jam. You like it very much, students. Am I right? Okay, let's see in the pictures. Here you can see the marmalade, which is made from the sour or bitter orange. Okay, so this is the chief use of this orange is to make marmalade from the sour orange. And here in this picture you can see the jam, means marmalade. Okay, see the picture so that you can understand it better. Clear? And since it is too bitter to be eaten as a fruit, पहले से ही the taste of that fruit is bitter. Bitter means kadwa. Okay, next, now out of all the fruits, orange is a clean fruit. So which type of fruit is this? Orange is a clean fruit. Why? Why it is called clean fruit? Because anyone who touches it only touches the outer covering. if you are touch the orange, then you can only touch the outer covering of that orange, okay, not that inner part, okay. That is why it is called clean fruit, which can be easily peeled off. Peeled off means, here in the keywords you can also see that what is the meaning of the peel off, to take off skin of fruits or vegetables. जो हम ऑरेंज की जो स्किन होती है उसको हम इजीली क्या कर सकते हैं, पील्ड ऑफ, रिमूव कर सकते हैं, ओके. लेट्स सी इन द पिक्चर्स. See here in this picture you can see the skin of the orange which is peeled off by someone, okay, and the inner part of that fruit is called pulp. But here what you have to see, the skin of the orange that we can easily peel off, okay. So anyone who touches it only touches the outer covering, means its skin. Next, the thick, oily and bitter skin does not allow insects to get into the orange. And whatever the skin that we removed, that we peeled off, that skin is very thick, oily and bitter. Bitter means kadvi, and that is why insects does not allow to get into that orange, because the taste of that skin is very very bitter and very very thick and oily. So the insects are not allowed to get into that orange, okay. So that is why recently in present time oranges are in demand all over the world, okay. So here we have completed our first chapter. I hope you all are understood well. Thank you very much.